Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining. My name is Gretchen and I'm the ISEP Student Advisor for Latin America. I'm so excited to be here talking with you guys today. Today is our next installment of our ISEP Live Advising, this time on 4 of our direct programs in South America. Over the next 10 minutes, we'll be taking a quick little trip to Argentina, Brazil, Chile, and Ecuador, and I'm so excited to be sharing these 4 fantastic programs with you all. Now, these programs are really great for students who want to improve or learn Spanish language or Portuguese language skills, and also study more of the culture of that host country. So, without further ado, let's get started. One second here. All right, so as I said, this is ISEP Direct South America programs. So we're going to start. First up today is Universidad Casa Grande, located at their Cuenca campus in Ecuador. And this is their Semester in the Andes program. So with this program, your semester is going to be divided into 2 halves. In the first half of the semester, you start with intensive Spanish language courses. Now, this program doesn't require any Spanish language background before you start the program, so it's really great for students who want to delve right in and pick up Spanish, or for those students who maybe have a couple of semesters of college Spanish that they've already taken. You can start at a high, beginner, or intermediate level of Spanish to really keep improving those language skills that you've already been working on. The second half of the semester, you'll take regular courses, either Spanish or English. Now, this program offers a wide variety of academic subjects, everything from music and art to business and communications. They even have environmental science, political science, international relations, and anthropology. In addition to your regular academic courses, you can also participate in service learning and internship experiences. These are both really great ways to get even further involved in your host community by doing community service and service learning or an internship with a local business. For students that are really interested in development, social action projects, these can be great ways to complement your academic studies, and the service learning and internship components are academic credit bearing. The Semesters in the Andes program also offers a couple of unique classes. You can take a class in Quechua, which is a local Andean language. It's spoken primarily in Peru and Ecuador, but also throughout the Andean region. So in addition to working on your Spanish skills, you can pick up a local indigenous language as well. A really cool feature of this program is that in addition to all the academics, you also get some really cool trips and excursions included with this. These excursions happen during orientation, on weekends throughout the semester, and then there's a big trip at the end of the semester to Machu Picchu. You'll see there's a quick little list. You'll visit Inca ruins, you'll go to El Cajas National Park, you'll visit indigenous communities, you'll hike through the Amazon rainforest, and you even get to visit the Galapagos Islands and Machu Picchu in Peru. So this semester is really jam-packed full of great things, both academically and all those extra excursions and fun things to do. Our application deadline isn't until July 1st, so you have plenty of time to work in your application for the fall semester. Next up, we're going to be talking a little bit about Universidad del Salvador, located in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and their flexible course enrollment program. So with flexible course enrollment, you get a little bit of everything. USAL offers regular university courses in Spanish, regular university courses in English, and Argentine history, literature, and Spanish language courses for international students. So you have these 3 main options. Your regular university courses in Spanish would be courses that you would take for your major back home, but they would be taught in Spanish. So you might take your psychology classes in Spanish or your business courses in Spanish. Keep in mind that you need a B2 level of Spanish to enroll in regular university courses taught in Spanish, and this is usually a high intermediate level. Additionally, USAL also offers a selection of regular university courses in English, both for international students and for their regular degree-seeking students that want to try taking a couple courses in English. They don't offer all subjects taught in English, but they do offer a selection of courses in several topics, in several subjects in English. Additionally, they offer Argentine history and literature courses and Spanish language courses for international students. Now, these are really popular with our ISEP exchange students in order to improve and keep learning Spanish language skills and really delve into Argentine culture by learning more about the history and literature of Argentina. This program is really great for students studying international studies, psychology, business, history, communications, and Spanish and Hispanic studies. USAL is really well known for their psychology department, and they have a really strong psychology department with lots of course offerings. So if you study psychology, this is definitely a program to consider. Now, our application deadline for this is April 15th. Next up, we're going to be talking a little bit more about Pontificia Universidad Católica de Valparaíso in Chile with their Programa Internacional de Intercambio Estudiantil, or PIIE for short. So the PIIE program is specifically designed for international students who are studying international studies. This combines Spanish language courses, Spanish grammar courses, and writing courses with courses on Chilean culture, literature, poetry, history, politics, cinema, and art courses. It's really great for students who want to learn and improve those Spanish language skills while diving even deeper into Chilean culture. The course guide for this program is divided into 3 parts. You have your Spanish language and grammar courses that kind of teach you more of the fundamentals of the Spanish language, either help you learn Spanish or improve Spanish skills you already have. Next, you get to choose a selection of the Chilean culture courses. So those are the Chilean literature, poetry, cinema courses. And then finally, they also have a selection of courses on Chilean culture taught in English as well. This program is great for students who are beginning Spanish learners all the way up through intermediate Spanish speakers who want to do more of a language and culture type program. The application deadline for this program is April 30th. So again, you have plenty of time to consider this program and get your applications in. Finally, the last program we're going to review is from the Sal Armando Alvarez Pendeal in Brazil. Now, this university has 2 direct programs that they offer. They have Business and International Studies in English or an extensive Portuguese program. So the Business and International Studies program in English clearly the courses are taught in English. This program is focused on business and international studies with a Brazilian perspective. So some past courses that have been offered are human rights in Brazil, doing business in Brazil, and Brazilian negotiation strategies. So if you are currently a student of business or international studies and you have an interest in maybe working in Brazil one day, this can be a really great program to do. Also, as part of this program, there's an in-session intensive Portuguese language course. Now, no Portuguese language background is required to apply to this program, but in order to kind of get you up and running with Portuguese in your host community, it is recommended to take the in-session intensive Portuguese course. You also have the option of enrolling in the pre-session intensive Portuguese course. This is a 5-week pre-session course, so it'll really help you hit the ground running once classes start in Brazil to be able to get around and really use Portuguese in your day-to-day life. Now, the application deadline for this is April 15th. Next up is the extensive Portuguese course. So this is a semester-long Portuguese language course for students who really want to learn a lot of Portuguese in their semester abroad, maybe add a Portuguese minor back home once they're on their home university campus. So this really is immersive language learning. The Portuguese language course is taught at 2 levels, Portuguese 1 and Portuguese 2. So depending on if you've studied Portuguese before, then you might enroll in the Portuguese 2 course. But if you're brand new to Portuguese, you can enroll in the Portuguese 1 course. In addition to your Portuguese language courses, you'll also enroll in Brazilian history and culture courses alongside the language course. Now, these history and culture courses are taught in Portuguese. So it does give you a little bit of an extra challenge, but it really helps to get you up and running in that language and learn as much as possible in a semester. In addition to the language courses, you can also enroll in a course or 2 from the Business and International Studies program in English that we talked about on that last slide. Now, the application deadline for this program is also April 15th, so still plenty of time to think about what programs you want to attend and get applying. So that wraps up our quick overview of highlights of our 4 direct programs in South America. If you're watching live, you can now feel free to type into the live chat box and we'll go ahead and take some questions. Alrighty, so I am back and let's see if we have any questions here. Alrighty, so it looks like Shelby asked, do you have rolling admissions? That's a great question, Shelby. So for our fall semester programs, which is what we're highlighting right now, we begin reviewing applications starting February 15th. As you'll see on the slide there, most of the programs had application deadlines between April 15th and April 30th. So as long as you get your application in between February 15th and the application deadline in April or July for the program in Ecuador, we'll be able to consider your application. If you do get your application in, say, February 20th, we won't make you wait until April to, get you placed and get you moving along in the process. We're usually able to place you within 2 weeks of receiving your application for these direct programs. It's a great question, Shelby. Thank you for asking. If we have any other questions here. Okay, we have a question of what's the housing for these programs? That's a great question. So for all of these programs, housing is included in the direct fee. For the program in Ecuador, Argentina, and Chile, the housing are in homestay families. So that's a really great way to work on your Spanish skills even more and really delve further into your host campus or your host community, both on and off campus. For the program in Brazil, the housing is with other students. You'd be living in a student house, either with other exchange students or with local Brazilian students. So it's a really great way to get to know some of your fellow exchange students, your fellow international students, and also get to know local Brazilians as well. Right, let's see if we have any other questions. Again, feel free to type them into the live chat box if you're watching with us live. If you're not watching live, if you end up tuning in later to this, always feel free to send me a message either via email or Facebook, and I'll get back to you. Shelby, it looks like you are asking about specific class selection. That's a great question. I'm not going to be able to answer it here live right now, but please feel free to send me an email. Also, on all of our program pages on our website, there's a link to all the course catalogs for each program, as well as some text describing the different courses that you can take while you're abroad. So definitely check out those program pages on our website, and also feel free to shoot me an email or a Facebook message about specific class selection. That's a great question. All right, I'm just going to hang out for a little bit longer since I think there's a slight delay on the video with our live audience. Feel free to ask any other questions that you have. Alrighty, I think that's it. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Again, this is a series of live advising that the ISEP student advisors will be doing over the next couple of weeks. So please feel free to check out our schedule on our Facebook page, ISEP Study Abroad, to see when we'll be live next. And as always, feel free to send us a message over email or Facebook anytime. Thanks so much for watching.